Alright everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you how to tie a Bowline knot. A Bowline knot can be a very useful knot in that when tied correctly, the resultant knot is actually forms a loop. And the nice thing about this loop is that it will not cinch down, so it maintains, the loop maintains its size no matter how much tension is applied to the rope. And the other nice thing about it is when there's a lot of tension applied, it actually comes undone fairly easily, and you can usually get it untied. It is not a quick release knot, and so you would not want to tie, say, an animal up to a fixed object with it, because if the animal's maintaining his or her tension on the long end of the rope, you actually can't get this untied very easily. But after the tension is released from that rope, where a lot of knots will actually cinch themselves down so tight that you can't get it untied, a Bowline knot usually can come untied. Now there's a couple different ways to tie it. One is you can tie it just free out here in space, or you can tie it around a bar that I will demonstrate, but I'll demonstrate that second. Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is you want to start with your rope, and you want to sort of have a frame of reference where one end's a long end and one end's a short end. At least for this demonstration we're going to do that. You can actually tie this anywhere along the rope, and it's really the only thing that matters where you tie it, or what determines where you tie it is how big you want that final loop when you're done. But we're going to use a kind of towards the 1/3 of the rope. So I'm going to make a loop, and for the rest of the reference for what I'm going to be talking about, the long end of the rope, so we've got a long end of the rope here, that's on the down end of the loop. And so it's really important that we don't start like this, okay? Notice this, the long end of the rope over here, is on the upward side of the loop, okay? So we want to start with the long end of the rope on the down side, just like that, okay? So we've got a loop, and this is what we're going to call the rabbit hole, okay? That's a hole. This is the rabbit. The rabbit is going to come up through the hole. It's going to go around the tree and then back down through the hole. We're going to grab the free end of the rope, or the rabbit. We're going to grab him, or her, it's a female rabbit, and we're going to grab this part of the rope right here that comes up with it. With one hand, we're going to hold on to those with one hand, and with the other hand, we're going to grab the long end of the rope and pull on the long end to cinch it down. And that is the completed Bowline. Remember, you can tighten it down, you can pull it really, really snug, and yet it comes undone with ease. It's really important, and I see one of the biggest mistakes people make is they start with that loop like that, with the upper end going the long end of the rope on the upper side, and that you can go through all the regular motions and pull it down, and it doesn't really work to tie the Bowline. The other way that we can tie this, as I said, is around a bar or around a fixed object. So we can put that rope around there. We make a loop. Again, the long end of the rope is on the down side. We've got our same rabbit over here. The rabbit comes up through the hole, goes around the tree, and back down through the hole. We hold the rabbit and that piece of rope right there with it secure, and we pull the long end of the rope, and that's a Bowline. It doesn't cinch down. I can pull it really, really tight, and yet I can come back here, and with minimal effort I can untie it. That is how you tie a Bowline. Thank you very much.